Hello everybody, welcome back to Frontier. We are currently putting a second application of fertilizer on our sugar cane so that we can get the best possible yield. As you can see, our barley field is ready to harvest. We'll be doing that a bit later. And we've also been pumping oil and making Jagermeister because that's what we do. The Jagermeister is not producing as quickly as it did last time, I don't think. I can't really be certain about that, but it is my impression that it's really not producing as fast. And I think we may be intermittently running out of honey. So I put in another hive. We now have 3 of those big groups of 20 hives. And hopefully that will up our honey production a bit, and we won't be stopping production because we've run out of honey. As you can see, the Unimog is quite versatile. It jumps over sand dunes and it'll fertilize your sugarcane. Just overall a great vehicle. I think at some point I want to do a no tractor challenge, and this would be the perfect vehicle. So I've been doing a little research, talking to people around town, and it's really surprising how much information you can get out of people when you're having a couple of shots of Jagermeister. But what I understand is that this wall is not an actual wall. This wall is in fact a hologram. But it is a very advanced hologram that looks and feels just like solid matter. I know, just go with me here. So it could be possible, if we can get the cooperation of the people, to just bring this wall down with very little effort. I believe there is a switch hidden somewhere in the city that will simply turn it off. And then there will be no more wall, and people will be free to travel wherever and whenever they would like. So we're going to do some more research on that and see if we can figure that out. But right now, we are going to go sell some oil. So we have just under 400,000 liters currently, or we did 40 minutes ago. So we may have right at 400,000 liters to sell today because we now have 4 wells. There are 5 wells, and hopefully when we're done selling oil and we have some more pig food to sell, and we'll have a few more cases of Jagermeister we can take in and sell, we should have enough money to buy that last oil well. And then we control the entire oil supply of this town. We own this town. So we're going to be using that to our advantage to try to get rid of that wall too. At any rate, this is going to take a long time to pump. Last time it took about 45 minutes of game time. So I will see you guys when I'm ready to sell it. So we ended up with 402, almost 403,000 liters. And it took almost 45 minutes again. So when we get 5 wells, it's probably going to take about an hour of game time just to fill the tanker up and sell it. But you know, if I have to take an hour out of my day to make $2 million, I'm willing to make that sacrifice. All right, a very good haul, $1.8 million. Of course, that's going to go up when we get that last well, but we have enough money to buy it right now. I think I'm going to hold off until after we've done the barley, because I want to make sure I get that done. We're not quite out of barley yet, but we are running low out at the Jagermeister factory. But it's good to know that we can hopefully run at full capacity if that whole honey thing works out, and have plenty of barley to last between crops. That was my fear, was that we were going to run out of barley before we were able to grow more. But apparently that is not the case, so let's get it harvested. So we're going to lease a harvester. The modder that makes the case all-in-one is B-Dog. And I found a new package that he put out. This is B-Dog's Mods, so you can search for that. And then he's done 2 other models. You can get a John Deere or a New Holland. So that's cool. So I think we're gonna, since it's cheapest, we're gonna stick with the all-in-one, but we have color choices now. I don't like that rim color. We're gonna go with black, but I kind of like the idea of a white harvester. I don't know why, but we want to do the big extension, 500,000 liters, although we probably don't need that large. I just don't want to have to stop. So we're gonna go ahead and lease that for $24,000. And then also here, he's got new headers, and these headers also have colors. Hooray. Looks good to me. We'll lease that. Except these cost $100,000. The other ones are free. So, I don't know. Huh. Look at that. Of course, our store deliveries point was set over here, so we're going to do our little trick. We're going to go back over here. Set our store delivery point. And then we'll just make everything reset to here. Okay. All right. You can harvest a field pretty quick when you have a 500,000 liter tank. And you don't ever have to stop. And I'm going to get this unloaded. And then we're going to address the Jagermeister. Great vehicle. Even when you do dumb things. And this is a jump we should be able to make. Whee! If this were Rocket League, that landing would have been perfect. But for some reason, you can't steer these in the air. All right, so we only have 118 liters in the Jagermeister factory currently. So these 3 pallets are all we're going to have to sell today. So I think it must have stopped at some point. Because I believe we had 6 pallets last time. And I believe we let it run for the same amount of time. So I think it must have been shut down for a while the honey was regenerating. So hopefully the new hive will fix that problem. So it's 11 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to go sell a load of Jagermeister. You know, I think some people are of the opinion that if you're going to do something slightly shady, you want to do that late at night. But I disagree. I think if you're going to do something shady, do it before lunch. People are much less likely to notice. I mean, that's if I was going to do something shady. Of course, I wouldn't do anything shady. So that was only 100 grand. Not quite what we're hoping for, but again, with the Jagermeister, it's not so much about the money. It's about the power of Jagermeister. And that's the Unimog right there. I love this vehicle. All right, so we're going to buy this last well. Ooh. I just missed that train, didn't I? We ain't scared of no trains. This is the well that we do not currently own. So let's change that. Yes. Let's go ahead and set our delivery point here so that next time we get a harvester, it'll be delivered here. All right, I think we got out of there before we risked a copyright strike. I don't know what that music is. I don't know if it's copyrighted. I don't know what's going on with the music in the store, but there's music in the store. All right. 5 wells on the map. 5 wells that belong to us. We are now officially oil barons. We control all of the oil in this town. So if the leaders of this town want oil, they're going to have to deal with me and nobody else. The last thing to do today is sell some sugar. Not sugar. We're going to sell some pig food. Although we do have quite a bit of sugar, but I think we're going to hang on to that. It may be a few more months before our sugar cane is ready, so we're gonna hold off on selling any sugar, but we are gonna sell 200 and almost 19,000 liters of pig food. So I think I'm just gonna set that on selling. Speed up time. And we just made about $500,000 on pig food. You know, one of these days I may just need to do a map where all I do is make and sell pig food. But for now, I think that's all the time we have. So if you like this video, I sure would appreciate a thumbs up or a subscription. If you did not like this video, please post a comment and tell me why. Either way, thanks so much for being here. I'll see you next time.